time here was a combination of a cultural experience and a vacation. This is my cultural vacation. Like other Pacific islands I visited, I desired to visit at least one outer island in the Marshall Islands, but my luck with domestic travel by air fell through. Yet, that didn't stop me from looking at other options. So my solution? I took a boat to the closest island to Angelo. That ride, it definitely wasn't for the faint-hearted. There's nothing more simple than taking a ride on an atoll on a bicycle. Made it to the westernmost end of Arno. It's not very far from where I'm staying, but it's perfect for a relaxing bicycle ride. The ride is smooth, the breeze feels nice. Could it get any better than that? This is the Arno Beachcomber Lodge. There's two bungalows, or what they call two bungalows. Basically two studios in a house right on the beach. And also a dormitory style place with a kitchen. The bungalows are $50 a night, and the dormitory style beds are $25 a night. It's really cheap, but I'm at the tail end of my budget, so that means I can't really afford the $50 a night. But the air is very open, the breeze is very constant. Even here in this house, the morning, afternoon, evening, doesn't matter. The breeze feels wonderful. Unfortunately, I'm not staying very long. I've only got a one-night stay. Fortunately, I made a friend and he's going to take me in with his family, allowing me to have that cultural experience here in Arno and the Marshall Islands, just like I've done in the rest of the Pacific. I don't mind some relaxation, but I'm all about that cultural connection. Relaxation, I could do that at home. As I explained to them that I'm at the end of my travel budget, and they were willing to help me out for a low cost. For $15 a night, they're willing to take me in, feed me, and make sure I have a roof over me. I absolutely enjoy their company, as that was one of the big reasons why I decided to stay with them rather than stay on my own. And they even invited me out to a friend's birthday party. That friend's birthday party actually turned out to be a one-year-old birthday. And if you've ever traveled to Micronesia, first birthdays are kind of a big deal. There really isn't much to do. There's a little store right here called the Arno store. I have a coffee there. Sometimes I chat with the locals. What's up, little piggy? And other than that, just enjoy simplicity and doing nothing. Sitting on this beach, listening to the waves and the ocean, and just relaxing. Other than kicking back and picking out the endless trash and microplastics coming out of the ocean, one thing stood out for me while on Arno. Mounds of coconut shells look cool at a distance, but this is in fact one of the greatest sources of revenue for Marshall Islanders.
Copra has only been known in the Pacific since the 1860s. The introduction of Copra changed the face of trade and gave a new value to the low atolls, which are the coconut's natural home. No work is so popular with the islanders as making copra.
Copra is, and I'll quote, refers to the dried coconut kernels from which coconut oil is expelled. This is a lot of work, but in the end, it's used for everyday things such as cooking, skin, and hair care. While it's one of the biggest exports out of the Marshall Islands, I read that it's also an internal means to keep people on the outer islands employed. Since I already visited the east of the island by bike, I had to visit the west end, but this time I needed a vehicle, as it's about an hour's drive at 20 miles. Some perspective on how massive this atoll is. Far end of the island. 8. With my travel budget nearly running out, this is the beginning of the end of my Pacific Island voyage. I truly needed a place to kick back and literally do nothing. There's no place in my travels where I actually could sit down and do nothing. And because I'm concluding 3 months of travel around the Pacific Islands, and I'm ready to return back to a new home in Hawaii, ready to find work again, save up money, and be a responsible adult. Because I needed a place to reflect on all my travels while also preparing for the future. Arno is just that place. This is definitely what I needed.